working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Jeez, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all, but don't do it for nothing.
Yeah. Yes, sir. It's the ECAC week number 3, and we've got ourselves a matchup of epic proportions. We've got Wake Forest up against SUNY Canton. These are two teams that have seen themselves in the playoff last season. Can they make it back is the question. So far on track is Wake Forest. They're 2-0 in the season so far, taking a 2-1 victory in week 1 against the University of Delaware, and then in week 2, a win against UAlbany's B roster, and that was a 2-0 for them. SUNY Canton, a close but not quite. They're 1-1, still pretty solid. Evens is better than being negative, 100%. They're 2-0 in week 1 against Case Western Reserve, and then in week 2, they fell 1-2 to Saginaw Valley. So if they can come back here in this one, it'll be even Stevens for both of these teams in terms of their standings, and both have a pretty good shot at the playoffs as well. Yep. Yeah, well, Chad will be missed. That is most definitely for sure. If we could take some time here, production, while that he does whatever, I'll run us through the map picks, give us an idea of what this series is going to look like for us here today. We've got, of course, a best of 3. Every single week is going to be a best of 3. And with that, we've got ourselves some picks. We've got ourselves some bands. So we'll grab those in just a moment. In the meantime, SUNY Canton playing with what is a brand new gaming arena. They've got themselves 25 high MPCs and 1,800 square feet worth of space. I'm looking at houses that have half that space, and those are full houses. So the fact that these teams are playing in what is such a big space is absolutely fantastic. I've seen a couple of pictures. The rigs are pretty solid, and the environment's pretty good as well. They got room to play in line with one another, which is always useful. It doesn't give you necessarily what is that land feeling, but it does feel a lot better to play your matches when your teammates are right there next to you. You got the fist bump opportunities. You got a chance to get hyped together, and I feel like it always is easier synergy-wise to play when someone's right next to you. A little scary times because they're so close. I mean, if you make a mistake, they're right there. They're staring you down, but it's always nice to be so close and comfortable with your team.
It really is. And honestly, like when we go down the line, way down looking ahead, making it to like a LAN environment, there's so many different things that are going on that can be really jarring and throw you off your game. But if you can at least do all the little things that can at least get you more comfortable in that situation, such as literally physically sitting next to your teammates, that still gives you that little edge above the rest. And honestly, the energy is so awesome too. If you can sit next to your teammates, pop off on one rounds, things like that, that makes things so much better.
Yeah, it makes things so much better. And we'll take a look at what maps we'll be sitting on here for this best of 3. We got the 2 bands coming in first, of course, per the usual. And then map number 1, going to be a familiar one. Chad, if it's collegiate, it's somewhere in the set list. Not going to lie to you. First map going to be Ascent.
Yes, after Haven and I believe it was Icebox were banned away.
Yep.
So the 3 mainstay maps were showing up in the first 3 moments of this pick ban phase, but we're only going to be seeing a scent of those. Bind coming through as well. A lot of people are not big fans of Bind, I know. I think it's a lot of it's because it's very slow-paced gameplay in comparison with other maps such as Ascent and Haven. But honestly, personally, I'm a big fan of Bind. You have the teleporters go into play. It adds a lot of unique value to the map that you don't get to see in other maps. So it always feels nice when you get a little fresh breath of fresh air on Bind.
Yeah, and I will say, we get to play just a little bit faster on Bind. On Collegiate, just the fact that we usually are running Omens and we're not running Astras. The Astra slows down Bind so much with the ability to throw that util across map. And since she usually isn't in play, it means there's less lurk presence, and that controller has to be a lot closer to the team. So it should play a little faster. And if we get to that best of 3, that final map, it will be Breeze to close us off. That one, sides are going to be decided by what will be round differential. So whoever has more side victories in the first 2 maps, we'll get to choose what side they like to start on for Breeze. But for now, it'll be agent selected for Ascent map number 1. We got to see if we get to that 3rd map in the first place to get off on Ascent.
On Ascent, I know there's the big patch change recently with the change to flashes across the board. We're talking about in the green room a little bit about how it hasn't seemed to be changing a whole lot as far as team compositions. Double initiator meta seems to be really strong still. Fade, KO, a fantastic lineup for the side of Wake Forest. On the other side of Sunny Canton, hovering something such as a Reyna as well, which is something I was thinking in my head today. I think about, okay, we're going to go and cast some ECAC Valorant, new patch recently, and we've just now been getting to the point where teams are getting disciplined enough to not just throw in a Reyna every single map, every single time. But now with the recent change, Reyna's actually pretty strong now, and some teams like Sunny Canton are like, yeah, we'll go right back to it.
Yeah, I'm glad you took the intro to Agent Select, because I was gonna say almost the exact opposite when it came to this patch. We got to see a match last Tuesday right after the patch had dropped, and it was like nothing had changed. We got the exact same compositions, like as we see from Wake Forest, still running what is that Fade KO double initiator setup. We didn't really see much change at all. A couple collegiate matches on Thursday, teams started messing with Reyna on Icebox, but that's more comfortable, right? Because Reyna used to be that big pick on Icebox. If you had a mechanical player who was going to frag, that would be usually the place where they went. But now to see Reyna come out on Ascent and to see, like, Sunny Canton is really playing into what was this patch. They brought Sova back. They're going to put the Reyna forward. And I will say, the Reyna's been having a lot of value, ironically, not necessarily as the entry duelist, but as the support fragger, almost as if she is an initiator, because her leer is so useful. That just leering for teammates, clearing so much space, isolating players, and it really has a big impact of getting space onto sites.
Really strong secondary fragger for sure. I mean, especially because once, like on pistol rounds, especially, and like weak buy rounds, you gotta go in with like a light shield and get that heal off of that trade frag, things like that. So having the entry fragger raise instead, and having Reyna as like a secondary duelist seems to be a sweet spot for the agent right now. Going into a B site take for the first round of this best of 3 series between Canton, Wake Forest, Gold. Already dancing off the races. Not going to be something everybody patient for a little bit. There it goes.
Down,
no,
B.
A little bit unlucky for sure on that swing timing, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a pretty much situation.
That it will be. Conrad going to grab Lil J pretty early as he walked up lane, almost entirely independent. Fragments out, clears some space towards CT. They still have to cross. They'll find Conrad. Sai gonna take that one away, and that'll make it a 2-on-2. A low chamber, and Typhos going to slink these final 2 frags. Goes for the KO first. They can't find those shots. So Say has the first. Take that a 1v2. Jumper's in good positions here. Really onto the box. They hear the jump up is the question. That they do not. So Jumper pick up one from CT. Looking for the second, and will pick up the headshot to Say. A 1v2 clutch on the pistol. Jumper will win it out. Sunny Canton up 1-0.
Sova in the position you recognize the agent the most. It's in a clutch scenario, and 1 versus 2, and honestly a little bit of a misstep from Wake Forest, not double swinging the box at the right timing. I understand that Sai definitely had a lot to cover going down Speedway there, having to run all the distance, checking for double stack and all that kind of stuff as well. So it's honestly just a tough situation to really pull off the 2v1 peak, to be fair. And Jumper just found that perfect timing and the perfect shots to be able to clutch up that round, and going off with style with a Phantom going into the second.
Conrad gonna bring him on in early. Dancer to pick up the second. Sai's got 1 for the teleport away, so we'll get at least 1. It's a 2-on-1 combo for Sunny Canton. They're looking for more out guarding. Gonna chase down this chamber. They hit the frag. Typhos will pick that one up. A swing from Radiant to grab another. And Dancer a second frag on the round. Last player will be the Fade coming through to Cat. 1 more frag. You feel Zico goes pretty okay. They got themselves 2 guns down so far. It's 2 guns out the bonus. See if Faithian can grab another.
Task for Faithian. Decent kill, I guess. 2 kills. Overall, though, Sunny Canton keeping the Phantom going to the next round, so it's going to be a really strong bonus for them. Typhos, yeah, I'd say investing into a Vandal, not a bad call, I think. I personally wouldn't. I would just make sure I still play to buy a full up next round. But hey, yeah, there you go. Because we're going to go ahead and sell it away. I think that's the right call. I think you just invest safe for the next round.
I actually really have preferred the light armor rifle buy into your bonus round. I think it's so much better. Round. As long as you get the rifle out. I mean, the only problem is really if you're not confident enough in the team actually taking what is your anti-eco, and then you have trouble on the bonus when you've got no money, but it just works so well sometimes. Say will be up early, and Dancer caught out for the chamber on the off angle. Faithian will swing out for Jumper as well. 2 players walking up Cat with no utility, both caught.
Faithion going really aggressive.
Last player
Tiles,
standing.
some really nice read,
Spike
especially
down
the first contact
A.
on the Reyna going up. That walk
Got the spike.
Faithion felt that. Basically the perfect personal fate. Push out to Tiles, get the angle. Off to the races, trying to make a fast rotation, but that aggression we saw from Faithion's side doing exactly the same thing, pushing all the way up to top mid. Being the cutoff to Morales, shouldn't even have a chance to clutch it that round.
That works.
A weird round coming out of SUNY Canton, but all good. It's a bonus. Rifles will go into this one. This is the one that'll matter. You can have control early in this one, and you can get off to the races pretty quickly. Gonna go back towards B. It's where they initially started their pistol. They were able to get site pretty easily as well. It came down to a 1v2 clutch from Jumper to win it out, but they did get all that space, and they were looking pretty strong onto the post plant. Dancer gonna give him a mid split as well. No peeks to come through, so has that space.
Get away with
Wow.
your chamber. Down to 10 HP. Barely lives through it, but Lil J finding a nice little jiggle peek duel with Conrad in mid. It's Wake Forest Gold. Wins out on that one. So 2 1v1s just dry peeked. Point. And Lil J
Wow.
make that 3, and Lil J coming on top. Nai as well, but Tyvos able to answer back, make this a winnable round. Make Jumper as well. Tyrant
Teleport's
of
ready.
Lil J has fallen.
Spike
That will go
planted.
down, but Tyvos is alone for now.
One enemy remaining.
So they're gonna pick him up. No one on site right now. Sosova's gotta make their way out towards Cat. It's high on the angle, but caught. Jumper has 1. Maybe a 1v3 to win this round out. Did win a 1v2 on the pistol. We know they're capable of that clutch. Haunts out. Will have nothing. So they cleared the first side of sight. They gotta check generator though, and Jumper's worked all the way around scaffold. Gonna hear both players drop. Has info. Not planted for him though.
One enemy remaining.
Caught the fade. We jump down. Looking for that second look. We hear the shots, information to be gained, and now gonna play that time game. Walk around early to spike it, has it, a 1v3 for Jumper. The clutch master themselves. A 4K on the round, it's a 3-1 scoreline. SUNY Canton to take that lead.
Wow, Jumper absolutely the MVP of the team right now. If Jumper didn't clutch up a 1v2 twice, we'd be looking at 3-1 for Wake Forest Gold. Maybe even more because of the anti-hero that Canton was able to get from Jumper's clutch beforehand. So that is quite the round. Jumper, I like the play, just realizing they didn't tap again, using the recon bolt, position the recon bolts on, it would probably ping radiate a little bit before
They will go.
You should run.
Hard, exactly. On its way out towards B right now. Conrad gonna step so far forward to CT for that extra space, and Dora's already down. Lockout didn't even really have to find value because they got the space so quickly. Faithion will take 1 to CT. Jumper's got that trade back the other direction though. And all this space inside it's important not to over peek, and they do start to do such a thing. That's 2 down off of what is peach you don't necessarily have to take. I'll give Wake Forest a player advantage on the read.
Very available Jumper, but poor positioning on the site. Nice work with Royals is Cindery as well. Just waiting for that engage timing with that paranoia. Switch out. Jumper at
Got timing on the jump down right before the spray starts to come through, so that damage.
Last player
Look towards
standing.
lane, they'll play under it. Jumper gonna find 1 half the turn for the second, just can't make it happen. Lil J will have the trade coming on CT stair. That defuse is gonna come through for Wake Forest. They'll find themselves a second round. They brought the game within 1.
even though you have the Hunter's Fury, if you go back to the boat, it's kind of tough. Back inside people use it from there, especially in a first situation. It's so much time you have to burn. First gold. I think they were waiting to see if Jumper might have just greeted to go towards Garage, and just also waiting for the timings as well. Great retake overall. Jumper couldn't clutch out 3 rounds yet. Only 2 thus far. 8-2 scoreline though. Sai, the member of Wake Forest Gold, talked about us alongside Lil J. Winning out a lot of duels.
Upper online will go towards Tile. Nothing spotted. It'll be a split push from SUNY Canton. Last time they tried to work Cat, there's no util in that direction. This time there'll be no one in the Cat direction. It'll be a hard contact execute out of A main. Jumper's drone in first is see nothing. Nade will make no contact. Showstopper out for the site.
Spike down A.
Unlucky,
GG's.
really.
Door broken. This is gonna be fast retake.
Spike planted.
Already broken door.
Yeah.
Last point. Looking to come on its way. Might wait the smoke scaffold, but
They were risking that
I'll be hard to find one
remaining.
come on, man. Scaffold got so much value up on a 3K. For their trouble, the initiator coming out and getting the job done. It'll be 3-3 on the retake. That early shot to the smoke gives them the numbers advantage. The patience as well to wait that smoke scaffold.
You know, I'm surprised they held on to Nightfall, but there's so much confidence and also knowing they have the numbers advantage. So if they just play together, swing as a unit, then surely you're going to get trades, right? And if you do, then trades go in your team's favor. So I understand why they held on to Nightfall. Wait to use it for situations, more even numbers, a little bit not as advantaged, I'd say. Sunny Canton. Now the team that's on defensive side. You ever feel debated in your lifetime?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Every day.
Yeah, every day.
Bring them down.
Yeah, I got debated this morning, bro.
They're blind with fear.
Let's just say I woke up way later than I wanted to.
Mark 2.
I've been there.
Careful there.
Okay, what's good? Right next. Out the round. Say I'll have that one. Dancer will fall.
There you go.
Rest of the team has worked their way up towards mid. It's trade right there, so if Reyes wants to move, they're gonna make noise. Check. Find one. We'll take so much damage. The tie boss is good first.
One enemy remaining.
Out of boat.
Spike down
two.
B.
That spike dropped, and that's the last player stuck towards mid 5 HP.
All right, Conrad. 5 HP, 4 enemies. All right, there we go.
Paramar dead. And so is
Yo.
Conrad.
Technically, it was winnable.
Well, everyone's winnable if you're alive.
Yeah.
So, technically, yeah, it was winnable. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's the first thing you say is technically it was winnable.
Dude, it was. I'm here to bring the analysis. I went into a dark cave for 2 months, just studying the game, come back to cast, and that's what I've learned.
You sound like diamond rank teammates when I'm trying to save. I'm trying to save 1v5. Come on, let's go. Lil J out early. He's found one. Beautiful swing, bro. You got dash. Not gonna go for it. We'll get all the way out of that one and fake the dash away, so they know about him close. Well, the room will give it away. Let's tuck the nade though, so definitely gonna stay alive.
Party's over.
Good.
All right.
Spike down B.
Jinx, bro. Yummy a soda now.
Love that.
Oh, the timing.
I like the gust.
One enemy remaining.
Never mind.
Ace.
Fantastic Lil J ace on its way. Happy to have it. 5-3. Sunny Canton. Oh, gonna take that lead.
Yo, honestly, Lil J's footwork that round was amazing. I think the tailwind wasn't going to sell because you heard the boombot already going off, and just kind of like a, yeah, well. But honestly, the boombot didn't trigger, right? So they could have just thought that they shot from the door. I think the tailwind still had sold a little bit, enough at least to disrupt. And Conrad went a little enthusiastic into the B main. And Lil J just too clean. Sai as well. The two duelists coming on top thus far, and Lil J continuing the tyranny. Line. That out. Is that enough to sell or rotate though? There's enough aggression over towards A's main that I don't think Sunny Canton's really going to go anywhere. They're just going to account and keep track.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
Especially the spike down now. There's no reason to move away. Dancer, a lot of corners to cover here.
Did I get inside your
Ooh, that
head?
was actually like a really bad timing for Phaethon, but got really lucky that Dancer happened to be tunnel visioning a little bit there on the ramp.
We got a Lil J appreciation in the chat.
Yeah.
15 and 5. Lil J gonna have to change their name soon to Big J.
Well, it is interesting that the it's Lil. For those who don't know. And,
I didn't know that. Thank you.
That it's a capital J.
That's a good point. Juxtaposition is mad confusing.
Yo, that is from Young. While
Can use it.
J is throwing off. But hey, Dancer Conrad getting some good footwork.
Last player standing.
Tyrants is fallen. Silent alive to 1 versus 4. Oh, what?
Spike planted.
Hey, this one had two. This is winnable.
I have them.
Winnable. They have a Hunter's Fury, a orbital strike, and a lockdown.
Winnable.
1 versus
Winnable.
3. They know exactly where you are. You have no idea where all 3 of them are.
Well, you know where one is.
Revealing area.
Roughly 25
Teleport's
seconds to
ready.
get to the spike.
Teleport's gone.
Now you know one is mid. Now you know reconfirm as they break the rendezvous. And I like this play from Say. Looking for the exit frag. Should get his op back though, not gonna lie.
At this point, well, yeah, you gotta clear these close corners because there's presence, right? But
There we go. And he's out. And he's gone.
do you also feel like high anxiety when you save rounds?
Yeah, always. Yeah, make sure you get the out.
You're just like, I just accepted that we're just going to lose this round. I didn't even give it a chance to save this gun. But now if I lose this gun, it's like a hard L.
Yeah, it's fumbling
Like,
the
I
bag
didn't even try.
after you already fumbled the bag.
Yeah, like I didn't even try, and now I also lost my gun. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy. My anxiety just skyrockets every time.
Look, if I am the Wake Forest IGL, I am throwing all 5 ults into this round, and I am not losing.
Begins. Satchel out.
Easy money, Ricky. Well, TV straight into disaster. Conrad stopping the show and puts him onto the site. Plan 100% going to go down. That's the first ult of the round, and that's the site picked up. Canton and Nightfall if they want to look into it, but it's all that extra util they've got to worry about.
Okay, Nightfall.
That's the left click difference. I saw you gonna pick up that one. Conrad will grab Faith down, another to go with it. That B main player keeps the shots raining, but Lil J is activated. Good to find one, needs 3 more to win this one out. So much util, so many players, and jumper shots will finish the round 5-6. I tell you, it's the left click difference. If you watch that one, they go off of the pop push from the KO, but they right click that thing up. Dancer is literally unblind before he even gets out of the smoke.
Yeah. And also a little bit of a bad read there by Radiate, I'd say, because Dancer and Conrad have shown that they are very willing and eager to overextend to try to get a little bit greedy on the map control and try like overpush, especially through CT on B side. We've seen it happen multiple times so far, and Radiate went a little bit shy on the first ball, so got caught for it. Read the tendencies of your opponent a little bit.
True. I can't read anything.
You know those 3 ultimates are still there for the past like 4 rounds.
Roomba did not clear the way. He's swinging this every. Oh, never mind. He's dead. Conrad gonna pick that one up. Top flash once again is right click. Asai is gonna have the teammate to back him up though, so they do find double kill to find the frag. But it is all a fake. Wake Forest is walking into the B side instead, and well, they are there. Lockdown just in case, and Plant going to go down.
He did this like really aggressive.
Area's clear.
Successful. If you have an even Stevens player count on the board, Jumper needs to stay alive here for sure. Probably gonna be an early orbital strike. Since they're protect back site, Ryle. Right now and see.
Left click flash. So you're gonna find one Tyvus Gunner. That's the close contact player dead. Ryle, she'll get involved, pick up one before being traded out by Faithion. Dancer back at sight. Teammate gonna be playing 60 needs to kill a little bit of extra time. Good to find this
player
for a
standing.
second. Can't have
One
it. Raiden's got
enemy
the
remaining.
Jumper picking off Saeed in old time, baby. Has the player tagged right now. A tag will be able to come through as well, and it'll finish the job. Jumper has it. It's 6-6 at the half.
drone. Enemy
Selfie.
Switching
Love that.
sides.
Selfie. That's the Sova main right there, dude. Nobody other than Sova main just thinks like that.
Well, that's the movie moment right there. That's the cool guys that look at explosions.
Making our observer's job easy. Just sit on Jumper. He'll do the free game for you. Oh, okay. I see you. I'm not saying Cool Scoots can't do it as the observer. I'm just saying it made it easier for him because we're getting a little bit of free game action from him during the halftime. I would have loved to see Rouse drop that overstrike multiple rounds in that half.
Nope, don't need it.
The bigger criticism, but clearly don't need it. We have somebody like Jumper on your team that can just clutch up multiple rounds.
Well, that Prowler is most certainly going to clear the A main space, so they'll step into it. Will be a Sky Smoke out early. We get a quick look at the brim to see how many smokes are in the kit. Okay, all three, so all
Smoke
good.
down.
Plenty of time to solve. One left. That it was kind of early.
A little early. You could have waited at least 10 seconds from there, most likely.
Yeah. Much agreed.
All good,
And
yeah.
I think that changes the way Sunny Canton plays because they've pulled off a lot slower here. Check for the mid contact. They anchored this a lot longer. I don't blame them because even if they make contact again and they get re-smoked, they're gonna have time to exit after that third smoke, phase.
What they would say is Sunny Canton was a lot more aggressive on defense. Like so much map control is just neutral ground at this point. All the tiles, all the mid, neither team has it.
Good hold. The health player as well.
Party's
Conrad,
over.
they'll pick up one little jig with the trade. So into sight they'll
Spike
go.
down
The
A.
Reynolds pushed away out of door. Stance will dismiss away.
30
So
seconds
much
left.
damage done from those three players on site though.
All in the red for his post plant. Yep.
Whoa, little J somehow still
enemy
gonna
remaining,
find
enemy remaining.
Stab Jumper, the shock bolt, ghost combo. He's one more to win out this round. Clutched on the last pistol. Can they do it again? Asai will make that noise on the drop. Walk back up. A little bit of fake on its way, and it's a headshot to wrap it up for the KO. 7-6 is the pistol round win for Sunny Canton.
Nice mind games by Asai. Jumper not feeling confident enough to push through. It's tough to clear those close angles because Asai could have top just like they did. Or could have sat back in the corner and held an angle as soon as Jumper drops down. So it's really a tough call. You kind of have to go for the gamble, go for the risk. Sitting there gives them an opportunity to just burn a whole time or just peek a 50-50 angle that you don't know where they're coming from. Little J, nearly a 20K. And all sectors on board. No sticker. Suppressor.
Yeah, Stinger's better, but Lil J, pretty solid. Gonna walk out to grab one. I'll say he has another. Go to the hold on.
Spike
Jump
down,
up.
last player
Walks through
standing.
to grab two with the classic before the trade. Finally going to be on its way. Woo, Riles with a nasty flick. Get to
Spike
the Spectre
planted.
though. Lil J up close trying to defend that weaponry. Riles shots back and forth and will fall to Lil J. 6. The 2-round lead for Sunny Canton.
A lot of time, like, ranked advocacy, you better play a bunch too. You see a Stinger now as like a half buy. Full commitment to the bonus here. But if you lose pistol, and then you go Stinger light, and then you go rifle light. Like that's your like round by round. Even if you're losing, you'll still be able to buy a rifle by the 4th round with flight shields. And you're getting used as well.
Bring them down. Found one.
All right, this is a stack from Wake Forest Gold. Great read. Killjoy utility. You got rifles in hand. King of the mouth.
Spike down. B.
Free kill.
Tough. That was walking to the smoke. Pick up another. Silence trade back, but Jumper will grab another through the wall without Odin. Side looking to recover Vandal and is not getting this space here. And unfortunately, Erase has walked up to the outside of tile 2, so there's information these players have not tried to rotate. So it's easy containment here for Wake Forest.
That trademark's still out there in tiles. Doesn't quite cover everything. Could have passed it. So SUNY Canton still having to use knowledge that he's in the backside. If they start counting the smoke, though, they might actually start getting this sense that they can't actually smoke it off. Cheeky
Contact on its way.
Saya's not going to cover this.
30 seconds
They're
left.
not gonna clear this. Nobody clears
There's
this.
just, yeah, there'd be no way to clear it. Yeah, you just don't know.
One
This is
enemy
so
remaining.
unfortunate. We caught. Dancer will have safe. And that will wrap up the round. Wake Forest will pick it up.
Good round by Wake Forest. Great read more than anything else. Like, big on their anti-bonus round, where they have all these rifles, they stack 4 on B site with their Killjoy. That's an insane read. That was a hard read. Full comp. They had one person linger towards A just as like a audio contact point just in case, but that was very confident by them. Something I do want to mention is double duelist meta means that there might be some hard swings on offense more often than we might be used to in previous metas. It's going to come down to a lot of just good reads and good gun skill for Dancer and Conrad especially.
Oh, little J. Take Dancer. Take Jumper as well. It's 2 swings in a mid and 2 frags picked up for the Jet. Get away before that Raze has the shots, and they look to sneak their way back into Cap. They'll be in Cubby. They picked up another off angle. Will be good. Caught by the paranoia now and traded out. Initiator. So you're gonna have that frag and flash their way.
One
in the
enemy
garden,
remaining.
smoked off as well, so all good. Faithion will pick up the late flank. Tyvos and Riles, she'll pick up 1. It's gonna be a 4K needed out this round. I see in the open, and well, the gunfight's won by the KO. 9-7 the scoreline.
Yeah, Faithion is doing a great job. I mean, Faithion's player on tiles for timing has been really good on both sides at this point. Was the person who peeked out and aggressively got the angle on Jumper on earlier rounds of the defensive side, which made Wake Forest Gold never go back to mid plays, pretty much.
Here.
They just shut them down immediately, and then just now, Faithion lingering a little bit is going to make it so that Wake Forest Gold is going to perhaps be a little overly cautious for trying for those lurk and flank plays. We'll see if he just completely stop and go straight and use hard and hold the line default style, or if he might get some confidence back to go and push out for those map control motions moving forward in the path, which I think they kind of need to with double duelist setup. They need to go be a little aggressive sometimes, take some more risks on defense.
See if this risk pays off for Conrad here. Was good for Cat initially last round. There's that check coming towards Wine, and Say gonna win that fight out. Ninja has the space. The Garden has no util to help just yet, though. Say's gonna pick up another. Good scaffold players. They do have their way into sight. Spike a little bit late, but we'll get there now. Lil James Jumper as well. So no one's been able to find a trade except from Wake Forest, and that trend continues. I see gonna pick up Dancer. Tyvos 1v the world, and we'll get taken out by Lil J. 10-7. It's a 3-round lead for SUNY Canton.
Clean anti-eco. Some risk for sure, like Lil J re-peeking again, and the KO could have been the one doing it there. But, I mean, if you sense that you're on anti-eco, then you can get away with more risk like that anyway, and plus Lil J's been popping off. Top frag for the lobby. The Nightfall is available as well for Faithion. Positioned over towards A site, which I think Nightfall is better for A site takes than B. If you're from market angle, B site's retake is great for Nightfall, but the initial take from Garage B main is a little tough.
Unlucky Shorty. Gonna pick up Lil J in the smoke. It's the old classic. So that one's secured for Wake Forest, and it'll be a look towards Cat instead for SUNY Canton. This has been the late round hits pretty significant here, so I'll have to go for mid instead, and it's a much better look for them through mid market. It's wide open, and they stalled for some time as well due to that Prowler up towards Cat. They've got all this space. They got to work it towards sight. I'll go CT instead. Jumper gonna grab the one through the smoke, so Radiate's out of this one. No more vision now for this team. Asai will find that trade now. Flash coming through to spawn. Conrad will pick up Say, who was trying to make that lurk possible. Dancer will be your forward. One will shoot leader and one will shoot the player. Faithian will pick that one up.
Conrad.
Showstopper on its way. Both players close.
enemy
Conrad will come through. Will find one. Faithian another trade. Suddenly looking winnable. A 1v1 on its way, but Riles will secure it. Thrifty round victory for Wake Forest.
Faithian having to reload there was a little unlucky. Swung shy a little too soon, just looking at aim correct, and bullets couldn't spray down. While all that was happening, which I'm absolutely, that's where Spike was, that's where most of the players were. You had to watch that. But also, I want to comment that in that moment that was battle that was happening mid, Sai went past Riles, shifting the knight through the smoke towards tree, past each other, and it was like, oh wait, turns back, and then at that moment, Conrad comes on the flank angle.
You want to play? Let's play.
Oh, but so much movement, not stressed.
Everybody's rotated over here, and the Omen currently postured with Spike out towards A main. This could be a gray look from Sunny Canton. It's Asahi going to fall away, but they definitely hear those footsteps, no?
Yeah. Asahi definitely full ran. That's why you see them rotating over really quick over towards A side. You don't know, okay, it's going to be a fake or not.
Oh, the right click whiffs. Conrad gonna pick up Lil J. We'll throw the paint shells through. We'll tap for damage as well. And Hunter's Fury online from Scaffold. Conrad pick up one with those paint shells. He's gonna find a trade. That Spike currently sits down towards Generator. Fades on a long lurk, a very late lurk. It'll be almost the end of the round before they're able to find their way back towards the rest of the team. So patience and virtue for Sunny Canton. That's the way. Faith got now to get involved. So Scaffold will pick up two as the reswings there.
Enemy remaining.
Jumper finally a trade. Tie box Zasha in.
Spike down
Jumper
Be still.
will solidify the round and win. 9-10.
Right here.
1 round away from tie.
Dude, the round before that last, I was talking about how Nightfall is going to be great for A main because of the, basically it's a rectangle, right? And you won't go the long ways of a rectangle for a site. So going from A main to taking an A, it just works. The geometry is perfect. So, but for B site, you want to be from market. They rotated away from A main because Lil J fell, made it into market successfully, and I was like, oh, that's great play. And then they just didn't use Nightfall for B site, got greedy towards back, towards defending spot. And then last round, they used Nightfall. And then immediately after using it, they just hard ran away. So there's not even like selling a fake. We'll go back to default line. As a fade, I'm being picky about it.
Valid. Conrad will pick off Lil J towards Cat. Split push still looking to come on its way. Faithian will Prowler out. We'll reconfirm info, and Ashi actually going to pick up one. We'll have that space into mid. We'll force the entire team to go consider it. They want to fight it together. I love the buddy system. It does give side away though, so Sunny Canton happy to plant. Sidebox gonna walk out into the KO and actually wins that one out. Conrad will have Say, and Faithian will have the trade out towards grass and so much more as well. Picking up a second. Look towards Scaffold right now. Contact, but no longer. Hell player of the Omen. Gonna have the back door on everything here. We'll pull the attention, and that allows Faithian to swing out to door for the final two. A 4K for the fade, but Sunny Canton up 2.
Amazing hold towards tree from Faithian. Whipping around and getting that second kill on tree was insane. And then playing that timing perfectly with Radiate tucked away into Hell. Had the timing on Dancer, had the timing on Jumper. Great read. Perhaps even reading the main map and just listening to other audio views just to understand when to take those peaks. Beautiful round by Faithian. A player that is very commonly seen on lurk positions because they're doing the fact that you have double initiator setup. You don't need the fade with your team to go for the initial side takes. You could use the KOs, flashes, and the knives, things like that. Fade's still a very strong agent to be with your team for takes, though.
Sneak. Close contact. Both players stay alive, though. Flash out towards sight for Sunny Canton, and they've got that space yet again. It's all up to that post plant hold, and there's going to be a lockdown for Wake Forest to try to get back into this. frag from Riles, going to pick up one. Lockdown as well.
Really early challenges onto the side. OJ might be able to get away with this.
Do you think they look out?
What?
Bro, the backdoor shot.
No way, right? No way, right?
To pick up another one from main.
No way, right? No way, right? I'm playing for Lil J! No!
Riles, she'll just stick it. So Lil J stuck towards hell for so very long. Nobody clears the detained player. Comes out detainment, will find one, but unfortunately, Spike planted towards the front of Dice, so it is no Dice for Lil J. Cannot convert the round. Wake Forest bring it back within one.
Oh, it wasn't planted for Lil J. They had no idea they're holding. Great heads-up awareness by Riles as well, realizing, okay, the kill came from hell. Dude, I have no idea if I'm still sticking this. If I get lucky and spray, I'm just going to get a couple more seconds. And just held it.
Cover going out. They're suppressed.
Nightfall back available. Using Hot to clear out mid, supporting Psy. Just to see if somebody was peeking out from
Sleep, brother.
Face your fear!
Standing ahead.
So much info now.
Gelato.
Mark one. Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, Lil J, the only one able to get to site. We'll find one for traded. A little spot to flank on its way, so has one potential 1v1 to isolate, but it's so many players in front.
Get back.
Two line up. We'll find two, but Jumper's worked all the way around. There's one in the front, one in the rear. It's a Faithion sandwich right now. Haunts out, will not stand. Broken too fast by Riles, and she'll break Faithion. 11-11. It's all tied up.
Ice the advantage of Riles 2 rounds in a row. Winning out the moments for Wake Forest Gold and getting them up to the tie scoreline. Now Sunny Canton. I want to start seeing Chamber being the one lurking more often from Sunny Canton. They did it a little bit that round for sure. Honestly, just Jumper had insane timing. Fantastic read by him. Amazing games thus far by Jumper. But even though it didn't work that round, I don't think it was a bad call. I think having Chamber be the one lurking more often is a better call in the fade.
Get out of my way!
Really clear towards one. Nothing spotted as Wake Forest has put up the fortifications on the back side. There'll be 4 players there. Lil J will go over the sky smoke to grab one, but Dancer will trade it back through the smoke. Conrad to pick up 2. The Cat players, they're not getting involved into this round, and that shut down hopefully execute pretty dang early.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Down the radiate. Just keep the sheriff in the end. A little too much to get done there. A lot of that rounds on the hands of Lil J.
Match point.
Blade Storm activated. Got the first kill on the Jumper, but the moment Conrad got the double kill, everything started falling apart. Now it's the match point. The comeback is real for Wake Forest Gold. Didn't seem like it'd be much of a comeback story as far as mentioning a comeback. So 7-5 half. That's pretty close.
Yep.
Great start to this half for Sunny Canton. You thought that they were just run from it, you know.
It was 6-6 half, no?
It was. Not this one.
Don't troll me.
I've been in school for like a decade.
Yeah, I dropped out. All good.
Whoa!
What's up?
I didn't drop out.
No, I did.
I know. I'm just saying I didn't.
Yeah, all good. Okay.
Yeah. Situationally, I don't think yours was a bad call, but hard earned.
Absolutely no mid util, so it's a free walk up.
Riles is a rough job here. If Riles gets 1 to 2 kills here, I think Wake Forest wins.
Jumper gonna catch the A main lurk. That should be the players.
Big, but oh, there we go. Massive. Side and Lil J down.
Refraggers? Refrag comes very late. Riles able to grab a second. Let's make this look very hard. Showstopper out into mid will go far, so Conrad will fall. Radio will pick that one up.
Yo,
and there's a chance back at this one.
A Rosa ult at Rosa spot on a sense.
Why is there so much something after him, bro? Don't forget to pick up Radiate. He's got to do it all now, and Jumper is able to swing off the dart. 13-11, Wake Forest will take the W. SUNY Canton once led by 2 and will lose by 2 as well. It's a 13-11 scoreline. So Wake Forest will take their own map pick.
Yeah, it was a great resurgence by Wake Forest towards the end there. They started getting your reads, and honestly, it seemed like SUNY Canton just kind of fell apart. They didn't really have any good game plans. Phaethon going for hard lurk options was working out until they got to read that, okay, their fade is going on lurks a lot. So that means if they're going to go for an execute on site, it's not going to be a very hard execute. We're not going to be really suppressed from all that fade utility. So let's go ahead and just hold lines. We don't need to over-rotate towards sites. So I think that round that they committed the Nightfall, I would say the round that they didn't use Nightfall either A site or after they got towards market and didn't use it for B site, got greedy towards defending spawn. I think that's when it kind of fell apart for SUNY Canton. And then the round after, they did a Nightfall fake for B site, and then immediately saw he just started running away, and that told Wake Forest, let's go back to default. And it worked out for them because they actually realized they're not hard committing towards the B site. So I think that's one of those, like, that 2 rounds in a row that are really just hard swung momentum the way of Wake Forest, and they just kept running with it.
Yeah, I also like the fact that at Wake Forest, I feel like the comp played much more towards the patch, and there's these little moments from SUNY Canton where we got to see like indications that like KO flashes coming out for retakes that are right clicked and not left clicked, so the flashes doesn't do enough to get anybody out into the site. And I think stuff like that, like those little moments, like being more comfortable on the patch, I think makes a bit of a difference. I mean, not the biggest difference in the world, but enough to obviously sway the map. But nonetheless, it's a best of 3. Still plenty of opportunities to bring back in this one. That was Wake Forest map, so SUNY Canton a chance to play their own. It'll be bind when we come back from the break.
Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Wow.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, Start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
Welcome back on in, everybody, to the ECAC Week 3 regular season broadcast of the Valorant season. We've got Wake Forest up against SUNY Canton, and Wake Forest are up 1-0 on the scoreline right now. Map 2's on the way. It'll be Bind. Will it be a different story? Chad, tell me.
Hard to say, because that game could have definitely gone either way. It came down to a lot of rounds where that first 1 or 2 bloods of the round came down to like hard reads that could have been off. Just timing situations, dry peak 1v1 situations where like no utility was used at all, and they just took the challenge, and Lil J oftentimes was the one that won it because Lil J was a monster, but still did not find the victory because somebody else was a monster on the other team. It was Jumper, who came out with multiple clutch situations popping off, and even Riles towards the end there, who ran a little bit quiet, using a utility set of the team for the most of that game, but those last rounds, just ice in the veins for sticking the defuse that 1v1 and then getting a double kill hard in mid against even Lil J as well. Like, definitely popped off towards the end and closed out the game strong.
Imagine if Lil J had spammed dice. It could have been a whole different game, but regardless, it'll be a whole different map. It's Bind. It's the agent select. We saw SUNY Canton play pretty hard to the old meta. Wake Forest, a different story. We'll see what the picks are this go-around.
Would not be surprised to see Conrad on Raze, and there it is. Raze on Ascent is not that super popular of a pick, but on Bind is basically a staple at this point. Viper has kind of been falling out on Bind. It's been the old era of Viper Astra on Bind is when people really started hating this map because it slowed it way down for the control. And even after Astra got nerfed, people started like stop using Astra, but started using Viper still. But lately, people have not been even using Viper sometimes. But Phaethon going towards that would be awesome. I think Viper is also a really good pickup for Phaethon, a player that was very successful with lurks in the first map of Ascent. However, was not on an agent that is good for lurks on that Fade. But Viper, you can activate utility from anywhere on the map. I think that would be a lot better option for the team, but I still would rather see a different option such as the Chamber from Psy being the one who really looks it out, but at least it is going to be a better option than Fade.
What is the point of running the Raze if you don't play an agent to combo the util?
What do you mean, Fade?
Yeah, they're not running it. Okay, well, Wake Forest is. Sorry, let me say that before somebody in chat goes, "What are you talking about, dude?" Yeah, ice. SUNY Kid is not running any combo with it. Which, like, you might as well just run the Jet, no?
Yes. I agree. I think running Fade instead of Sky would have been a better call here. If you want to go with those other agents, you want to have your one initiator option, I think Fade would have been the play.
Or just run Astra, not the Brim.
Or you can, yeah, Astra instead of Brim. I think Chamber is not a requirement on Bind. Still a very strong agent, obviously, so you can't really blame people for picking it up. But I don't think it's a requirement by any means. You could have gone Sage instead of Chamber as well. So literally all three of the other players could have ran different options. I actually, yeah.
Yep, tell me. Yep, hit me with it. Yep.
Dude, why isn't Faithion on right now?
I don't know, bro. I'll ask in the interview afterwards. Lil J gonna step forward. Oh my days. Conrad will be caught. Just barely sees the hand coming through the top of the screen, and that's all the information you need. Haunt gonna be on its way. Only to one, though. There'll be three towards short. Jumper gonna swing for them all. Will catch damage. This is fine. Fire on its way. Fortunately, the shots fired not enough to grab any frags. So Sunny Canton will keep all the players alive, and they'll cut the noise.
Silence. Noise cut, rotation in. It's good to read by Wake Forest Gold. Again, they had great reads on defense on the first map, but they're doing it yet again, realizing, okay, they're going to go towards B side. Oh, but the second guess, he started running back towards A. The sky is gone.
30 seconds left.
Crazy angle on its way right now. Not flashed. No one clears. Tyler's gonna find one.
No!
I can't find anything more though. William taken out. Dancer has a trade. Another as well.
Down,
Out from
B.
Octagon. Ready to fall. Faithion will take the
player
fight
standing.
next. Falls well. Dancer with 3K at the Classic to finish off the gunfights on site. Wake Forest gonna hold on to
10
Spike. Say
seconds left.
absolutely has to send it. One bullet in the head. Hunter and well, one bullet to his head. Dancer has it. A 4K off the ghost. One tap, but 1-0 scoreline for Wake Forest.
Yeah, I'm not biased for any team, but when I go like, no, like, I that's just because, like, Matt, that was a great situation, man. Like, that was a perfect scenario for a massive multi-kill that we could get hyped on, popped off. I'm going to blame the Ghost. I'm going to blame the bloom of the Ghost. It wasn't the aim at all. Ghost does go crazy once you start spamming it. You gotta pace the shots a little bit harder. Going into different side.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame the aim. So
okay.
Hey, maybe hit an aim trainer. Won't name any because they're not sponsors, but you know, it's one free on Steam. Say we'll pick up Tyboss. So that's the first lurk to be taken out. Dance with a trade in the direction though, but will now be known about. So we'll walk back towards Hookah. Should be some guns trained at that position for the Sunny Canton post plan. They are absolutely none. So Dancer going to find Radiate. Now looking to pinch from CT. This guy's already walked forward, and Riles will have another. So the retake going pretty dang good so far. Dancer swing out here as the read, and Faithion will fall. 3K now from Chamber. Looking into Lil J, but it's the Lil J kid. He'll take out one. Look for a second, but it's the jumping judge from Conrad to steal the round. 2-0 for Wake Forest Gold.
Race man. Conrad. You know, I also mentioned that, is it not Psy?
I don't know. Look, all I'm saying is there was a player last week called Saul, and everyone screamed at me that it was Sal. And then we got to the interview, and he said it was Saul. So, my pronunciation skills are next level.
I'm just saying, like, Japanese pronunciation. English? Latin, I think it would be Psy as well.
Yeah.
But I think I can
Say's a great player.
I think you could say. I just don't think that's correct.
I see what you did there. You could say.
Yeah, just like you can say that the Trailblazer should do on
Yeah, shower is closer business. And that will be quickly recognized. Haunt to reconfirm, and it's broken. So they actually have decided not to leave just yet. They have walked into B though with the rest of the players. Faithion has walked through to find Tyboss. That'll be a gun picked up for the team. Too bad Spike ain't there. And everyone's rotating. Wake Forest are on their way. Could reclaim this site for the Spike even makes its way forward. They'll take the short as well. Picked up one. Caught now by the Prowler, but somehow snuck away. Faithion picked up another. Scout going perfectly for Sunny Canton so far. Jumper's taking Lil J back the other direction. To reclaim some sort of control. play their way back into sight. Spike still hasn't arrived on the scene just yet. Dancer swinging out, looking for everything, praying for a shot to hit, and Phaetheon will continue the bullet lane. A 3K to pick up before they're finally taken down by Jumper, who's now into a 1v3. It's the rest of the team. So he can't TP's away to plan A.
This is winnable. Actually.
Yeah, winnable for who? That's the question. Everyone's technically winnable.
Facts.
Question is it winnable for Jumper or winnable for the very much established 1v3 post plan?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Jumper win out 1v2 post plans, clutching out rounds.
True.
But yeah, at this point, the time is just out, man. I love the lasers. Thanks, cool. Cool scoots. Dude, that threw me off. I was like, there was a Cypher on their team? Oh, man. My brain was racing. I was like, how did I miss this? Okay. Alright. Jumper couldn't win a 1v3 situation after they already got fully set up across this site. Post plant with no util, really. Just the Hawks.
Embarrassing.
All good.
Get him.
Dancer danced their way up to the top of the scoreboard. Challenging for showers again. Being very aggressive on that.
Launching smoke.
Phantom Pains. Should have gone Vandal.
Welcome to my
The left back into space out towards Lamp. The Viper. Phaetheon will win that fight. So Viper's Pit will stay alive over towards the A site. And post plant well established thus far. There'll be one on the flank. So there's no chamber. Someone has to watch that lurk. And will be this guy to take up the mantle. Gunfight on its way. And Asai will be the one to win that one out.
Save angle, right?
Lyle's gonna step in. Find Radiate. Well, they find the frags. Suddenly it's a 2-on-2. All the util still for Riles as well, if she'd like to use it. They're gonna step in farther to the smoke and pick up one. And that leaves the chamber so low HP off that decay. We'll walk back into Lamp now. The 1v1 angle. One by Phaetheon, a 3K. For the Viper, a 2-2 scoreline.
Phaetheon's got great gun skill. I know that was a crazy spam thing, so timing of me saying that sounds like I'm being sarcastic. If I'm not, I actually plan on saying that before the round ended. So we saw that from the sense many times.
That's
has
a good
great
spot.
timing reads and great gun skill for Phaetheon. And it's coming towards this map as well. It would be one of the big things that could lead them towards a victory, much needed, being down 0-1 in best of 3 already.
If you want to play, let's play.
Meanwhile, offensive operator, but it's fine because it's the tour de force.
Launching smoke.
This guy smokes on their way. Util dumped out for Sunny Canton.
Molly.
No push off of it at this time. Pit is going to block off that elbow angle, so Dancer will play forward into Cubby instead. A lot of close contact on this site right now from the Seco team. Ooh. Phaetheon, Lil J gonna pick up the first 2 off the contact. Riles sent him back to the direction. Currently sitting in the can. Looking for another. Cannot grab it. Asai gonna have the trade. Site secured. Sunny Canton plant down.
Weapon here.
The round is not going very well for Wake Forest Gold right now.
Last player standing.
Player who has been able to pop off a lot of pass, but not going to be this round. Conrad, this is Eco round, so Sage won't really do much. Maybe some exit frags could be pretty sick. Man, that spam. It's rough.
Conrad perched on the angle. Will get swung once more, and Phaetheon will secure it. A 3-2 scoreline for Sunny Canton. A pretty solid Anthony as well. We'll just drop one rifle, and we'll get themselves a nice little plant.
Phaetheon taking charge at the scoreboards. Top frag of the lobby now. Seekers are available for both teams. That showstopper from Lil J can definitely blast onto a site, get some space made at the very least. But if the Reek is there and Tyros is fast enough, you might be able to use the Orbital Strike just to slow it down, or just use it for post plant retake. I think that plus Seekers could actually make a really good post plant, really good retake.
Some early contact towards short.
No showers.
Early sky smoke on its way.
Wake Forest, get that up.
Well, they're gamers after all.
Scout destroyed.
Gamers don't shower.
Grenade.
Yep.
One shower is one rank game. Fall behind the rest if I shower.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Conrad's contact on the short. Conrad will take that contact and bring it into a kill.
Oh!
Showstopper stuck behind the molly, and yeah, that was a lease on life trying to hit that one. So Lil J can't get it done. Conrad will take them, and the defense holding very much strong. SUNY Canton reconsidering the push in its entirety. Still plenty of time in this round if they want to move. Look to re-hit. For scraps here on these peaks, and Tyvos not giving them the looks they'd like. He'll take two. Those showers players going to fall. It's just Radiate left. The Brimstone in mid-market. Walking into danger once more. Find that first frag. Maybe they were the danger the whole time. 2 to TPOA. Tyvos, the trailer doppelganger. 3K secured for the Brim. A 3-3 scoreline on the game.
Fast on the swing out. I thought they dropped a stim beacon for that. They didn't even do that. Held on to it. Tyvos could not have had any better timing on that incendiary. That molly came in at the exact same moment the showstoppers popped. Didn't even let it out the doorway. That's wild. Able to hold on to the orbital strike because of that. Seeker's still available for both teams. I've been seeing a lot of teams with the use of Seekers, they just pop it early. Be suppressing with it. Duel towards B short does not go either team's way. They're a little weak. Ooh, footsies. Pink Shell literally just to step up and get a different angle for themselves, but didn't like what they see. Not feeling it anymore. There's too much time here, honestly. Oh.
Yep, that happened.
Sat there waiting the whole time, waiting for the audio cue. That's vile.
Kind of very blind. We'll try to double satchel away, and we'll be successful in their efforts. How about the Prowler now? Can't get away. Faithbeyond there for the swing. So they'll take down the raised player, and they've got themselves all of short control. Now working that towards the back of the site. Seekers on their way, and they've got info. These players are coached towards CT. Plant's going to go down, and Faithion's going to look to take this space now towards triple. Get out for one. We'll swing for the second back of side and has it. A 3K picked up for the Viper, and Ashai going to finish the round 4-3. The scoreline, SUNY Canton lead by 1.
I think E-Haul would have been huge there because of the default plant situation. If you have E-Haul control, it would be massive. Trying for that and triple at the same time, you're not winning the fights basically either location. SUNY Canton off to the races, momentum fully in their sails. It's going to be a pretty good buy here for Wake Forest Gold. One away from that tour de force. I want to see how they play for that orb from Dancer. Ryle's not positioned to support Dancer though. They just drop the rendezvous and just go for it, and they get it. Wow. Tour de force online. Sometimes just take some courage.
Silas Conrad. A little courage of their own. Gonna look for some swings. Gonna find some frags. Conrad another out the TP. The Dancer running it on down. A jump peek on its way and Radiate. Swung by the Jack in the Box. Tyvos will wrap it up short. 4-4. A flawless round from Wake Forest Gold.
If you're gonna break the momentum of a team, it's by going with the flawless where you literally just go and take gunfights across the map and just win all of them. Like it wasn't really like SUNY Canton like really just threw themselves into the lion's den or something and just went into a kill chamber or something. They just literally just lost every fight. That teleporter play multiple times now has been coming out really well for Wake Forest Gold. It's just one of those things about buying, man. You just suddenly you're on the other side of the map. Love it.
SUNY Canton looking to work this side of the map here in this round. They'll be taking it towards B. Trademark broken early. Little strike on its way, and Lil J will head the other direction. So that Space Tortuga stalled out for now. The chamber for Wake Forest is going to be so close into Cubby here. This one's scary. Trailblazers will catch it. It's a rendezvous away. It just leaves one towards the back of the site for now. Screened off is going to be the chamber out towards elbow. Ethan will send him away. Say will take Riles out the round back of the site. One look towards CT, but smoked off. Vision now has been great so far for the execute. Virus picks up, gonna stall out the space towards elbow. Lil J will catch the feed, and Tyvos will have the frag. Showstopper's on its way out towards Suga. Can it find the Viper? It can find one. So will lead to Conrad's death as well. Lil J will trade that one back. Trademark broken from the Faith, so will be noted on the flank. Dancer out CT's picked up one.
If Jumper can get here, you go to the Fate utility. Could find the Viper. Oh, use the constantly. It's not the greatest of Viper's pick anyway, but
last player standing.
Dancer calling the reload. Big then will have that one, and Say swung Covey to find Jumper. 5-4 scoreline. SUNY Canton moving to the lead. Man, I don't know if I'm there on that flanks the fade. Nightfall in hand with about 20 seconds of time left. I've got Dancer so close to the back of the site. I might just throw the Nightfall.
yeah, it's tough because you probably are not going to get another Nightfall unless you start popping off this half. So you want to save that probably last ultimate of the half for a better opportunity, I think. Because 2 versus 3, that's winnable with a Nightfall, but when they have a Viper spit down post play like that, makes
yeah, but
really
you get that
tough.
you get that hotline in the pit.
Yeah, I know.
You spam it blind. I don't know. That one can go either way. It's up if you're confident in it or not. I feel very confident on this first peek. The second player in close hookah though.
The angles are bad. You can't retrade from that. You just keep running through.
Smoke's down. Headshot.
Whoa. Tyvos the crazy flick. Faithion is caught.
Later.
Here the orb get taken. So Tyvos was swinging for that as well. Absolutely activated this round.
Ace.
It's a 3K from Tyvos. Looking for another. Let's say going to shut things down. 2-on-4 and out for SUNY Canton. See if they can recover the round.
Overall strike, but this is not an overall strike angle at all. Like, you're basically required to just try to win 1 to 2 fights by dry peaks and then go for post plant. But you don't even like bother with the util on these 2 agents. In this scenario, it's almost useless.
30 seconds left.
Wake Forest Gold. Could just smoke off hookah and make it so that's really tough for the enemy chamber to even be valuable. Might be going for a save instead. Which I don't think it's a bad call.
No, definitely not.
This is super
10
tough
seconds left.
2v4. So you have no flashes, you have no recon utility, you have no movement abilities other than a rendezvous setup. Oh, exit frags are good. Whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down. You got your 2 exit frags on a commitment to a save. We take that.
They are so dead.
We save. Going back to your point, though, I definitely would have nightfalled and ranked.
That works.
Against the Viper Spit, 100%. And, like, competitive play, I think saving is the right call.
Oh, we're in it.
You want to play? Let's play.
Because I'm different. It's that simple.
Just like Psy.
So say, Psy,
Psy?
Kind of have a little J. Radiate will trade back into shower. That's full control. Wake Forest opportunity on this Conrad swing. Opportunity has gone away. Say just more aware. We'll check lamp just in case and was right in the prediction. So does catch the player. Tyvos on the flank. Caught by Sai. They accounted for pretty much everything here. SUNY Canton in their site take. Dancer up towards heaven. Spot analysis. Smoke will fade. And it's a 3K for Sai. 65 the scoreline.
Last round in the half.
It makes me so happy hearing you say Psy instead of say. Just like.
Well, I'm just going to go every other.
I can buy for you. Beats a little bit stronger. One stronger. So don't every time.
Okay, don't. Okay. I don't know about that.
Hey, last round, the half, save the nightfall. Gotta use it here.
Spike here.
Same
Got
for
to.
Overall Strike. Those two ultimates have just been
Literally.
sitting on him.
Dog out short. Prowler out shower. I don't think either actually got info. Conrad's just got misinformation. Oh, Lil J gonna absolutely barrel stuff Conrad with a rocket launcher. So he'll fall. Lil J gonna swing for extra space. Jumper's got the trade back of sight though. The Haunt on its way. Prowler coming forward off. And Seekers to throw it all for Wake Forest. Sent these players away from Ace Shore, and it's done its due diligence. The Brain gonna step forward. That's that Prowler's through. Tyvus gonna find Psy and looking for more. We're just looking for the operator. We'll head out. We'll steal their gun from under their nose.
Yoink! Mine now. That was actually massive that Tyvus was able to get that kill on Desai. All of the ults were being used. Minute 10 on the clock, you could just fall off, reset, and retake or move over to the other.
One enemy remaining.
Bop. Bop. Yeah. The fact that they dropped that kill and now they're just dropping like flies. Asahi, last 11, 1v3, has to
30
go for
seconds
last
left.
half. We're going to be caught by timing here. You see it coming on our...
What? Dancer looking for guns. Does bring the crosshair back up in time. The classic one tap will find it. 6-6. Once again, another very close half.
Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, man. I don't think anybody watching this will even know.
That's an old person joke, bro.
Oh, my God. Wait, you know it?
Yeah, I know it.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I'm not alone, at least. Getting up there and
Yeah, actually,
like,
when I have to cast with you, I actually look up top 100 old references, and I study them just to make sure I don't get left
Yeah, well, I was talking to like a...
Yep, for sure.
So much to talk about.
Satchel
Two
up.
half.
I dropped
Two half. You're going hard. Conrad, not changing one bit.
Why is everybody shower? Why is the entire team shower, bro? Dancer out for one. No one turned around. Dancer having a field day running it down. We'll pick up two. Conrad gonna find say as they walk their way back towards site. One CT, one heaven. Util gonna stall him out for now. Trailblazers are broken early. Flash on its way. We'll pop. We'll allow for Faithion to swing. We'll pick up one. Trade it out now. I see. Good for a massive right click. Can't for the second though. Jumper's got the trade. 7-6.
Weapon here.
Wake Forest will lead the pistol.
Good trades. Good trades.
Thank you.
Clean play. We got a player lead. Let's just swing in together. Surely we'll get one for ones. Went around from there. I like it. That's the way you do it. Dancer back at top frag.
That's a good spot.
Been a minute.
Mesdames,
Found the way back.
messieurs, the spike.
Spike back in spawn. We don't need it.
The spike. They've
This
forgotten
spike.
it in the
That's a spike.
spawn.
I wouldn't make fun of it, but he sounds he's so sassy. He's sassy. But it's just like, man.
You can make fun of it.
Like, if you're gonna be that sassy, yeah.
Up around the pick towards Hookah, but the team wants to play short. Conrad has the headshot to say. Conrad will have the headshot to Lil J. And what do you know? Wake Forest on site. Plant's going to go down. So is a Molly from Radiate. Get a bit of damage done, but not before that spike does finish.
One enemy
Wait, near sight there. Tyvus is as well. Dancer and him will combine for last frags. 8-6. The scoreline of False Anti-Eco. All these weapons into the bonus.
And also that incendiary, like the spike is already getting planted, so it's gonna be late anyway. You're not gonna get them off the spike. And also you're alerting to them, hey, by the way, I'm here, so you can come find me when I'm on my eco. And now you don't have to rebuy the incendiary as well next round, so it makes the eco even kind of like a bad situation.
Well, you have to seem like you tried, you know?
Yeah, yeah. I always think that's an interesting thing where like forfeits are not allowed.
Bring them down.
Forfeiting around.
I've seen a team forfeit on land.
At least in like Valorant, forfeiting around is like a viable strategy. AKA saving.
Well, not saving these two early rifles. is Wake Forest, as they're going to catch
It's
themselves.
actually a massive kill.
Two
That's
on
probably
some
round.
wild contact.
Like no more flash, no more util for like Like these players are not off defense skill. They didn't have
Last player standing. Spike down B.
That's
Dance just picking up a 3K. Our rifles nearby. Still stuck on the Spectre though, and one look towards CT.
Sonny's gotta calm down.
Has to work all the way over to that spike that's sitting into Octagon. Vision line's going to make this one rather difficult. Phaethion hasn't spotted the barrel out to the back of tube. So really the chance on this one. The walk back towards spike now. Someone wants to spike in TP angle. Spike Phantom TP. Just the way you want to play that one. Dancer will be towards sight first.
Love that Sonny had the composure there. Very winnable round. The timing for Radiate. Yo, did they send beacon, baby? Let's go. They used it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shaving off those few seconds of rotate timing pays off, baby. Journey with the Steamy. Remember when people referred to that as the worst ability in the game? And that just won the round for Sunny.
It's such a niche use case, though.
Yeah.
It is one of, if not the worst abilities of the game.
But I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Me also.
I guess.
Not wrong. Hey,
Dancer found the lurk pick. Stems out of this round. We'd love to see it.
That holds the two members of Sunny Canton there. Launching smoke. 4v2 on site.
Season not catching.
Good just
Dancer will catch
rotate this
another.
point. My God.
Last player standing.
Side still on sides. Picked up one. Tie bust the trade. Plant will go down towards B. TP from the raise.
Spike planted.
Dancer through the box. This is winnable for Lil J. It's a 1-on-2. Paint shell to the back of the site. Trying to get a peek out. We'll grab nothing. Satchel forward. Brimstone shot on the top of the tan. We'll find one. But Tyvos is around for the trade. Click on it. Click on the repeat. And it's a 9-7 scoreline. Wake Forest going to lead this one by 2.
Imagine. Lil J just whipped that and found the head of Tyvos.
No.
That'd be insane.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right. I cannot imagine it. Can they hear us? You just answered me. All right, 2-round lead.
I'm trying to think of what they were talking about there.
You want to play? Let's play.
Wow. Conrad has no fear.
Prepare for help.
That's a shorty. Oh, and it's a dead shorty. Conrad has that one. Orbital strikes to go up the drone just in case. Showstopper as well from Lil J is going to pick up one. Conrad step forward all the way back to the side and will have the Brimstone's number. They've got all that space. This flight coming so very quickly, though, from the sky. Oh, shorty in hand. Never mind. This flight doesn't matter. You're not getting close enough to do anything with that one. The Twitter force going to be going about the top of heaven. Double satchel from Conrad. No fear. You mentioned it, and you see it there. 3K picked up from the raise. Not saying you know about now. Looking to get one with the shorty, but Dan's going to run down with the spray. 10-7 as Wake Forest lead now by 3. Taking down the Eco quite successfully. Gun round on its way.
Sadia's got some homework to get to. Get that round over faster, please.
That works.
Instead of holding for exit frags, the shorty, just let's just send it instead and also burn a flash.
That's teleport's ready.
It's a term for that. Okay, it's called having a hot date.
That's not ready. All set up.
But because we're collegiate, it's called you gotta test tomorrow.
It's called Rager on floor 5, the library. Lil J gonna pick up Conrad. That is a deep look. And that is quite unfortunate.
Alright. Showers though in Phaethion's hands. Phaethion being a player that's
Spike planted
in this map needs to continue doing so because
why did you say that? Dancer will pick up Phaethion into shower like it was absolutely nothing. Seekers on their way from the back, so you definitely know Rasai coming from in this one if you didn't somehow hear the teleporter. Players trying to step forward, also trying to kill the attention and can't do such a thing. Jumper and Dancer going to pick up the 2 first on contact. Stays one all the way to back to the side. Jumper's out for the last 2K.
Asshole.
Pick up a 3-piece on the post plant. 11-7. It's a lead by 4 for Wake Forest Gold.
Has has the beast awoken, Catinator. Jumper, very quiet first half, despite being the star performer of the team on the first map. But honestly, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that you're playing Fade. If you're on Fade, you are loving it when you get to dictate the pace, you get to push forward with the team. Having to be on your back foot on defense is a little tough, and they couldn't find anything when they went for aggressive angles either. So, kind of in their element, and because of that, Jumper in their element.
Bring them down.
Rest of Wake Forest gold looking really strong. Conrad just literally running into a side like a wild person and just still getting kills anyway.
I'll find you.
Bait's already falling, but the bad timing for Jumper. Falling to a little bit of Secret Supremacy. And the right click from the little J. This makes this round almost winnable.
One enemy remaining.
1-on-2. One flash to work with. We'll confirm no one outside of CT. So Asai can take the space. VAL is going to be on the close contact towards lamp. We'll hear these footsteps. We'll confirm players will stand out. Takes the contact and wins it out as well. She's confident and for good reason. 12-7. It's match point. It's series point for Wake Forest. One more round. They've got themselves a 3-0 start to the season.
26 kills with Dancer. My God. All right. That's quite the performance. Viper's Pit is available for Phaethon. Sunny Canton is not out of this yet. They can just keep Viper's Pit this round. It's a big buy-up round as well. Winning this one out. If they win out like a few more rounds in a row, they could break the bank of Force Gold eventually. Phaethon needs a lip here.
Spike down B. I have the spike.
That is a early showstopper pop. Conrad somehow double satchels over that snake bite. Rocket will get thrown towards elbow. Some damage done in terms of AoE. Conrad's picked up Say, and numbers lower and lower. Orbital strike onto sight. Trying to get an opportunity. That's how you get absolutely swung. Ray's got it all to do. A 1v4 and they'll fall after just one. Conrad has the trade. It's 13-7. Wake Forest will take the series 2-0.
Wake Forest looking incredibly strong in that map, and a lot of that was thanks to Dancer putting up an amazing performance on the chamber. Jumper woke up in the end as well, so while it was close on that first half, it's just because Fade on offense, Jumper was fully online and was able to steamroll through on that second half. And on the side of the defending team there, they couldn't figure it out. They couldn't get the Viper utility to properly stall out. It took a lot of dry peaks that did not go the way. They were losing to mostly Dancer, and also sometimes Conrad just going very aggressive on the early peaks in the rounds. Losing out those early dry peaks, you can't use utility on your side either to make it on your advantage, and everything just fell apart.
Yeah, most certainly so. Wake Forest is looking a little bit stronger in terms of what this new patch has brought to offer. I will be interested to talk to them about what the prep for this week of matches has been for them, considering that has been a big revelation for some teams to try to figure out. And hopefully we get a chance to do so in an interview. We'll see if that does come to fruition, but it is going to come after this break. So stick around and we'll hear from our winners.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing. A thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it, and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the structures that support tomorrow's missions. You believe the best offense is a good defense. We've got a great way to prove that theory. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
We all got a thing that gets us out of bed or keeps us out of it. The thing we live to do, that we do for nothing at all. But don't do it for nothing. Take it to where it means everything.
Becoming a leader is a choice. So if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch ahead. All right, we are back live with a little bit of an interview post-match. It was a quick 2-0 And the person on the interview, of course, from the winning team, it is Jumper, who had started off guns blazing, big clutch situations on Ascent right off the bat, and came off strong at the very end as well. Good start, good end, everything on between. I'm going to scoot over just a little bit. And yeah, Jumper, thank you for joining us for the interview here. Pleasure having you here. First question I want to ask you is a little bit of a team-based question, because going into the third round of defense on Ascent, you guys are going on your anti-bonus, full buy up on the rifles, stacked 4 people on B side immediately, which is exactly where SUNY Canton was going as well. Was that like preparation, hard read on their strats, or was that just a gamble?
That may have been when we had KJ ult. We wanted to go for a retake play. If not, we just trusted our 1A anchor to get one and get out, and then still just go for a retake.
Nice.
Yeah. our A retake on Ascent's pretty strong. That's like one of the few things we scrimmed a whole lot for our team.
Okay, sure. You talk about pretty strong. Bro, the gun skill and the clutch potential from yourself, pretty strong. I mean, starting out the series, round 1, a 1v2 clutch to win out with the pistol. Round 4, a 1v3. What is it in you? Is it the genes? How are you clutching like this?
Yeah, I guess it's just the genes, man. I don't know. Whenever I'm in a situation where I know I have to clutch, I just quickly look at the timer, look at how many players I'm playing up against, and just see a route where I can win, you know? Like, figure out what I need to do to win that situation no matter what. Just run it there.
Sure. So we got some interesting comps coming in this week. I mean, to start map number 1, we get a look at double duelists. I mean, it's been a long time since we got to see double duelists come out. Now, we know a week ago there was a big patch coming through Initiator, changed the way flashing worked. So we recognize you guys weren't playing Fade KO, working with Skies instead. Was preparation for this week different because of that patch?
Yeah, we definitely took into consideration the flash changes from the recent patch. It was a little weird. The Reyna buff definitely made Dancer want to play Reyna a bit more. He's sort of a run it down and feel the bad player, as you saw in map 2. He got like 26 or something. He popped off for sure. So he was like, we normally prepped Chamber for Ascent, but he was like, I want to try Reyna. The flash buff's in. I'm kind of feeling it, so he went for it. Obviously, he performed better in Chamber second map, but it's just whatever he feels like. Sorry.
Growing pains, getting used to it, of course. We did talk about like Reyna's a great like second duelist, especially doing like a trade fragger, like a secondary fragger, things like that. Almost like a pseudo initiator because that flash being so strong. Going into these maps, were you confident going into them at all, or do you look at SUNY Canton and just looking like, oh, of course we're going to 2-0 them, or were they one of the like stronger opponents in your forecast?
We were a little confident, but we still wanted to like try. You know, we wanted to keep our mental together, run some strats. We saw, so like the rank difference wasn't too much, so we definitely needed to like put in an effort, work together, you know. But we were still confident, if that makes sense. We're good as a team.
Awesome.
So like to hear, and you look good as a team, man. You're 3-0 now in the season, leading through an 8-week season and 5 weeks to go, but looking pretty dang strong. And well, it's got to be because you're clutching. It's got to be because of the team too, right? Are there any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, for sure. Our captain, Riles, she is so good with keeping the team mental up, just motivating everybody, keeping everyone on time. Legit, last week I was like 5 minutes late to the match. I felt bad. So today she made sure I was there like half an hour early so that we would be ready for it. She's just really good at keeping stuff together, you know. Captain Riles, shout out her.
Heck yeah, shout out to Riles, shout out to the team. Congratulations on the win this week. Good luck in the rest of the season, and thank you so much, Jumper, for sitting down and talking to us.
Of course, thank you.
That's actually huge. Having that player on the team that keeps morale up, keeps the energies going. I've seen so many teams that they literally just sit there and fall apart as soon as anything goes wrong. There's not that one person's like keeps everybody going like, all right, guys, let's go. Let's focus up. Like, you know, let's clutch up, dial in. So having that player there doing that in game and out of game as well, that's actually massive, and it's got to be a big part of why they're up to 3-0. I mean, they have guys like Jumper who are clutching up in these rounds 1v2 stuff like that. Players like Dancer who are just popping off with frags. Conrad who's completely fearless, playing their roles as duelist perfectly. You know, stuff like that is happening. But
you think knowledge is a powerful weapon?
Together.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So shout outs. I mean, we saw that big pistol round clutch coming out of Jumper. Imagine if Jumper hadn't been there 30 minutes early, hadn't got the aim warm up in, man. It might not have happened. Those little moments. And that was a 2-round deficit. That was the difference in that game. That could have been a different map. So shout out to Riles. Shout out to the team. And shout out to you guys at home for watching. It's been week 3 of ECAC Valorant action. Rocket League is tomorrow. Same time, same place. You don't want to miss it. And if you're here for Collegiate Valorant, next week, maybe we'll see you yet again. But for now, it's good night. We'll catch you later.
Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Look to science to solve problems? Wield a microscope to confront global threats. You sometimes dream in code? Become a cyber attacker's worst nightmare. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
What do you expect from that first job out of college? Working your way up from the bottom? Instead, how does this sound? Starting in a guaranteed leadership position with people who look to you for guidance because you're trained to give it and make important decisions in critical situations. Skip entry level. Decide to lead as an Army officer. Becoming a leader is a choice not everyone wants to make. Because all eyes are on you. Calling the shots. Inspiring others to follow. In any environment, at any scale. It's not for everyone, but if you want to learn to make big decisions, start with this one. Decide to lead as an Army officer.
You think knowledge is a powerful weapon? Here, you'll have plenty of ammo. Explore more than 200 careers at GoArmy.com.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar. I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like Canton. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big. Jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Are you the one others rally around? Inspire soldiers to follow your lead. Want to forge a better future? Start with the